for clicking on this video. Welcome back to look number 6 of my 12 looks of Christmas series. I am so excited to bring you not only another makeup tutorial but also a hair tutorial. So I created this eye look as well as this hair look. I just wanted to switch it up a little bit. I wanted to do a classic silver glitter smoky eye, and that is what I've created. But I also wanted to include this hair tutorial as well. So if you want to see how I created this eye look and hair, then please keep on watching. So we're starting this tutorial off a little bit different to the other ones. I already have my face done. This is literally the same face that I did in look 4, so I just felt like I knew I was going to want to do that kind of skin again, and I probably would have used the same or very similar products. So if you want to see this skin makeup, then go back to look number 4 in the series and you will be able to see it there. So I thought we could do eyes and a little mini hair tutorial in this video rather than doing a full face. So that is what we're going to do today. I'm still going to prep the eyes with the P. Louise base in the same way. Obviously you know by now that I love doing my eyes first. I prefer it. Can do eyes after skin, so I'm just going to pop that all over to create a blank canvas for this look. Now this look is going to be very dramatic, very sparkly, very Christmassy, and just, yeah, we're just going to be working around the face makeup and we can help bring it all together at the end. I didn't see the point in just doing the same face makeup over again when you've already seen it and you can already see the products that I'm using. It looks crazy, but just bear with it. So I'm going to use a MAC Dark Deep Bronzer just all over the eye area with a large fluffy brush, and I just want this colour to be down to help transition a very dark colour that is going to go afterwards. So just working that towards the brow bone. Now the thing that you're going to have to be careful with if you do your eyes after your face makeup is fallout. So to help avoid ruining this face makeup, I'm going to put a little bit of powder on my under eye. So effectively we're baking, and I'm just going to take the powder puff and pop it into the Huda Beauty Pound Cake powder and just put that on my under eye. We're not putting loads on here, it's just enough that if something falls down, we can wipe it away a lot easier than if this wasn't here. So for shadow, I'm going to take the Beauty Bay and Mitchell palette and I'm going to take shade Mafia. Mafia is this jet black colour. So I'm just going to take that on a Morphe M456 brush, which is a bit of a smaller blending brush than I normally use. I'm going to start off with this to help create a shape, and then we're going to blend later. Just dipping that into Mafia and focusing this on the outer corner. By tapping off the excess like this, you're going to help avoid any fallout, and it's just going to get rid of any powder that you don't need. Not gonna lie, it does make me slightly nervous doing my eyes after my face, but it can work. It's just, I guess, a preference that I usually do my eyes first. Now with black, just take your time with this. Make sure that you are doing a little bit at a time. You don't want to go all in and end up looking like you've got a black eye. Just take your time with it. And I'm just using a bit more of a lighter hand once I get to that inner corner. Now I am just going to bring this out to a point slightly. I don't want this to be a rounded look. I want this to just be dragged out slightly, but we're not going to take it out too far. I'm just going to do the same on the other eye before we carry on. Now that that black shadow is on there, I'm just going to take the same brush that I started with and very gently blend the edges. There's nothing extra on this brush other than what I had on earlier, and this is just going to help diffuse the edges. I'm just going to take the P. Louise base again to create a bit more of a blank canvas for the silver shadow to sit on. Now I think you're going to be really shocked when I tell you this, but I actually don't have a palette with a silver eyeshadow in. Now I guess that is probably because silver smoky looks are not as popular as they once was. I really wanted to do it because I've done a gold glitter look and it's a classic. Like, it is probably something that has sort of faded out a little bit, but I still thought there would be at least one palette with a silver shadow in, and there isn't. So I actually picked up this a while ago. So this is a CYO metallic shadow, and this is in shade Groupie. So I'm just going to take my Urban Decay brush, tap off any excess, and just go over where I've just put that P. Louise base. As you can see, having that lighter base is really helping the silver come through. Up to now, I don't really think we've got hardly any fallout at all, which is good, but I am going to go in with the glitter next. So we're probably going to get a little bit then, unless we can avoid it, which we're going to do our best. Now just before we go over with the glitter, I just want to make sure that those shadows blend together really nicely. I'm going to take the same brush that I used in the beginning and go back into Mafia in the Mitchell palette, and I'm just going to use that to tap between the two shadows just to make sure they blend nicely before we add any glitter over the top. So before I put my glitter on, I'm going to apply some of the NYX glitter glue. This stuff is amazing, and I'm just going to use the other end of that Urban Decay brush, and I'm just going to pop it over where I've just put those silver shadows, and then I'm going to dip the brush back into it before going into the glitter. Now this silver glitter, I cannot for the life of me remember where I got it from. It's got on it Cosmetic Festival glitter, so God knows where I got this from, but it's just a silver glitter, so I'll see if I can link something similar down below. Yeah, it's literally just a silver glitter. And just dipping that into the glitter pot, and this is the bit where it's really important to tap off the excess again. We're trying our best not to get any fallout onto the skin, but I think with glitter it's going to be inevitable, so we'll see. So I'm just going to use really light tapping motions. We've got some fallout, which is fine. We knew that was going to happen. So just before I go over onto the other eye, I'm just picking up some more glitter glue on the brush, dipping it into the pot and then tapping off the excess. Now I can see out the corner of my eye, I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, a little bit of fallout, but like I said, it's fine. That's what the powder's there for. I'm just going to apply a pencil eyeliner to the waterline. And then I'm going to take the Revolution Pro Supreme liner, and I'm just going to do a very thin liner on my lid. And this is just a base for the lashes to sit on. For lashes, I'm going to take the Glam with Joe Spice Lash, and I'm actually reusing these and they still look in great condition. So I'm just going to pop those on. So I have those lashes on and I think they look perfect with this look. Now we're going to get rid of the powder on the under eye. So I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder in shade Fair, this Real Techniques brush, and just begin wiping that away. Now by doing this little trick, we've literally been left with no fallout after using black, silver and glitter. So that is how well that trick works. Obviously it's important that you keep tapping any excess off your brush with your shadows and your pigments and your glitter, but yeah, this powder trick really works. We're just going to put a little bit of Mafia on the under eye. Then for mascara, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Go Big or Go Home mascara. Just using that to connect my natural lashes to the false lashes. And on the bottom, I'm just going to top up my lip gloss, and then we are going to move on to the hair tutorial. Okay, so onto the hair. So this hair look is one that you would probably use if your hair is coming up to hair wash day, if you don't want it down. Mine is getting a little bit greasy now at the roots, so a little bit of oil in your hair is really going to actually be beneficial for this kind of look. It's really simple. I'm not a hairdresser, but I love this look. It's so simple, so quick, but I just feel like it looks really chic, and I feel like it's going to really suit this makeup look. What you're going to need is a hairbrush. I use a paddle brush. It's got all my hair in it. Ugh. And then something like this. So this is a back combing brush, or even a comb would work. And then either a styling spray or a hairspray, any will do. Also, you're going to need a thicker bobble if you've got thicker hair. If you've got finer hair, then any bobble will do, and a finer one for the end of the plait that we're going to do, and a couple of grips, or if you're from America, bobby pins. To start off, I'm just going to start getting all of the hair together for a pony. So nothing special, just getting it all together. So you'll be able to do this hair look if you have medium to long hair. I don't think this would work on short hair. Well, it wouldn't work on short hair. You're gonna need a bit of length, so whether that's from extensions or your natural hair. So I'm just brushing that all up into a high pony, and then I'm just going to use the back combing brush to smooth out anywhere that needs smoothing, and don't forget the back underneath your pony. So now we've got all that together, we just want to get that right on top of our head, and this is going to just create a little mini facelift as well, like how snatched my face looks. So that's nice and tight now on the top of my head. So now you're going to want to save a section of your hair. I'm going to use this later on, so just ignore that and leave it to one side. And then we're simply going to plait the hair. So we're literally just splitting this into 3 equal sections and plaiting. And you're just going to take that plait as far down as you can till you run out of hair. If you have layers like me, you might have a couple of pieces that are shorter than the other, so just finish it wherever you can and secure it with a bobble. Now I leave a little bit out like this on the end just because I like how that looks. Then you're going to bring the plait right to the back of your head. Now this is what this section is for. So now we're going to do something with this section, and you're just going to start off by back combing this section right at the root. And then we're just going to take that and start wrapping it around the plait. So just wrapping it around like this to conceal the plait. And then this is where your grips are going to come in. So hopefully your hair finishes towards the back so that we can hide the little tail, and you're just going to secure it with a grip. So once that is nice and secure, you're just going to want to pull out your plait a little. So just at the top, just so it's nice and thick. Now you're going to take that bristle brush or a comb and either your styling spray or a hairspray, and you're going to spray the brush, and we're going to use this to smooth down any flyaway hairs. And I'm just going to spray the plait. And then this is what it's going to look like from the side. And then from the front, you're just going to look like you've got a high pony in. I really like this hairstyle. I just feel like it's something a little bit different to having your hair in a pony. It looks very sleek, very chic, and yeah, I think that it really suits this look. But I do have one more added extra that's just going to bring it to another level. Some earrings. If you do have any big earrings, having your hair back is obviously the best way to complement the earrings. I got these earrings off ASOS and they just look so good with this eye look and the hair. These are heavy. Woo! And there we have the finished look. Want you to be